Back when Microsoft launched the Xbox Live service, the company really needed kind of a killer list of games to get people to sign up. Probably the most dramatic game on that list was Mech Assault. It was a giant robot combat, some mission-based single player combined with some great multiplayer action. And it really took off, and I think it helped the service kind of get as large as it is today. Now we're nearing the 1-year anniversary of Xbox Live, so all those initial subscribers are now kind of thinking, well, it's time to renew, and probably some of them are on the fence about it. So it's not a coincidence that Microsoft has just released Crimson Skies, which is the latest Xbox Live game. It actually shares a lot in common with Mech Assault in that it provides a really great single-player component with just some dynamite action-based multiplayer, and the combination is truly fantastic. Crimson Skies is set in an alternate version of the 1930s. In this alternate timeline, basically what happened is various fiefdoms or nation states have kind of taken over North America. There's kind of the nation of Hollywood, and basically their war has really kind of disrupted the railways running across what formerly was the United States. And as a result, air travel has really taken off. You play an air pirate named Nathan Zachary, who's kind of a dashing, charming, kind of almost swashbuckling Indiana Jones type kind of guy. He is a pilot who's the leader of the Fortune Hunters, who's a group of freelancers out there looking to get that dollar. So you kind of go from place to place. You go on missions. It's a mission-based game. And you'll go on missions to kind of help people to get what you need. You get wrapped up in a big plot, and of course, by the end of the game, you're facing off against an evil nemesis of sorts. While the single player is fantastic, the real star of the show in Crimson Skies is actually just the gameplay. Controlling the planes just works incredibly well. You'll fly a handful of different planes and a little mini helicopter as you go through the game. And all these planes kind of handle a little differently, a lot of different weapons, but basically what ties it all together is that it's really easy to pick up and play, but there's a lot to it. You have evasive maneuvers that you can do with the right analog stick, and that'll let you perform Immelman turns and various things to get guys off your tail, which definitely comes in handy. The greatest part about Crimson Skies is its 16-player Xbox Live support. I mean, it just works. That's all you can really ask from a multiplayer game, and even in a 16-player game, provided the server is fast enough, you'll find a really good experience. You might see a little lag here and there when you're trying to pick up items, but it never gets in the way of the gameplay. And by and large, the game just plays really fantastically. You have a handful of different modes to choose from here. You can play in dogfight, team dogfight, keep away, team keep away, flag heist, which is basically like a capture the flag game, and wild chicken, where you chase a wild chicken for points while shooting down your opponents who are also trying to get the wild chicken. If you don't have Xbox Live, the game comes with a 2-month free trial, which is a nice touch. But if you're morally opposed to it or don't have broadband or something, you can also play via System Link or via 4-player split screen, which are nice, but of course online is really the star of the show here. Crimson Skies also looks really, really good. The texture work used throughout the game is nicely done. You'll see canyons and just the various locales all really look fantastic. The plane models themselves are really cool to look at. The weapons have a lot of really cool effects. The planes tear apart really well when you're shooting them down. You'll see the wings kind of tatter up. You'll see smoke trails and flames coming off of planes as they're getting torn up, and of course they all explode really well. It's a really marvelous looking game that definitely does the Xbox justice. The game's sound pretty much matches the graphical presentation as well. It's really fantastic from top to bottom. The music is really a really big standout point here, which isn't something you say about a whole lot of games. The voice work in the game is really top-notch. The characters come across really well, and they're reading from a well-written script, which is always nice. The sounds of actually flying planes and engaging in dogfights and that sort of combat stuff all sounds really great. The game has Dolby Digital 5.1 support, and it uses it pretty well. Crimson Skies is every bit as important to Xbox Live now as Mech Assault was when the service launched. The game plays incredibly well online. It's a lot of fun. Probably the only thing you could find fault with is that the game only has 5 multiplayer maps right now. But of course, the game does have support for downloadable content, so it's a reasonably safe assumption that at some point we'll see more maps, if not more modes and planes as well. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But what's there is definitely enough to provide you with some pretty solid hours of entertainment. And then on top of all that, the single player is nothing to sneeze at either. The campaign is really well done, really well balanced. Overall, if you're a fan of action games and you're an Xbox Live subscriber or thinking about subscribing, Crimson Skies can do you no wrong.